Hi, my name is Gary Rudrow, student of IT at OSU IT. I want to start with a simple question. When was the last time you read the full terms and conditions before clicking I agree? Most of us don't. We click, we move on, we trust. But behind that checkbox, there's $1 trillion empire, built on you, your clicks, your searches, your secrets. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something called surveillance capitalism, a system that profits from our private lives, often without our awareness, and almost never with our consent.
Surveillance capitalism is the practice of collecting, analyzing, and selling personal data for profit. It's not about watching criminals. It's about watching everyone. And here's the big idea. This practice raises urgent ethical concerns. Why? Because it turns you into a product. It manipulates your decisions, and it operates in the dark with no transparency and no real accountability. So how does it actually work? You go online, you shop, you scroll, you pause on a post. Boom, data collected. That data goes into algorithms. Those algorithms make predictions. What you'll click next, what you'll buy, what you'll feel. Then those predictions are sold. And suddenly, the content you see, the ads you get, even the news that reaches you, is being shaped for profit. You thought you were just browsing? You're being profiled, predicted, and nudged. The biggest players? Google, Meta, Amazon, TikTok. These aren't just tech companies, they're data empires. As Shoshana Zuboff says, surveillance capitalism unilaterally claims human experience as free, raw material for translation into behavioral data. In other words, your life, its inventory. So what's the ethical problem? Let's start with consent. It's buried in legalese, pages you'll never read. Next, privacy. Every move, every message, every moment, logged, sold, reused. Then, asymmetry. They know everything about you. You know almost nothing about what they're doing. And finally, control. These systems don't just reflect behavior, they shape it. You're being influenced, emotionally, psychologically, sometimes politically, without even realizing it. This isn't science fiction, this is now. Cambridge Analytica used Facebook data to manipulate elections. Target once predicted a teenager's pregnancy before her own family knew. Social media algorithms feed us outrage, addiction, misinformation, on purpose, because attention is profit, and keeping you scrolling is the goal. Now, some pushback. It's just advertising. Users agree to the terms. It makes services free. But let's be honest. Is it really consent if no one reads the terms? Is manipulation okay because it's clever marketing? Is free worth the cost of our autonomy? Because that's what's on the line. Let's look at this through a moral lens. From a utilitarian view, does this system create more good than harm? From a deontological view, are our rights as individuals being respected? From a virtue ethics view, what kind of world are we creating? Is it one of trust and dignity, or one of profit and control? But here's the good news. Change is possible. Laws like GDPR and CCPA are starting to give people control. Ethical tech design is real and achievable. We can minimize data collection. We can demand transparency. We can build systems that serve people, not manipulate them. It's not about rejecting technology. It's about demanding that it respect us. So I'll ask you, should surveillance capitalism be reformed, regulated, or dismantled completely? And more importantly, what would ethical data use look like to you? This isn't just a policy issue, it's a human one. Here's what we've seen. Surveillance capitalism commodifies our behavior, it influences our decisions, and it hides behind complexity. It's time for oversight, for ethics, for transparency, because if data is the new oil, then we are the soil they're drilling in, stripped without consent, sold without awareness. It's time to reclaim our agency before we forget we had it. Thank you. Sources for this presentation include The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff, reports on Cambridge Analytica, and privacy legislation like the GDPR and CCPA. Also articles on TikTok, Facebook, and algorithmic design ethics. If this topic spoke to you, I highly recommend exploring further.